Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, guys, they finally did it. The release date trailer for Marvel Cosmic Invasion is just dropped. And oh my god, oh my god, I did not think it's gonna happen. Like, I know it's obvious that it will happen because they did say it's gonna come out this year, but I was so skeptical. There was so much shit going on with this game that I was genuinely kind of scared about it, and I am super duper excited to see it. Like, having a release date just really makes you more excited because now you have like a specific date you can like be excited for. You know, you have timer. You know exactly how much time you have. I think that's awesome. So not only we get the release date, which is December 1st, which is great, by the way. It's a great release date because it's a bit later than what we thought. I think a lot of us thought it's gonna be like mid-November. That's kind of what I thought. But at least it's not like the end of December, right? It's not like the end of the year. I think it's good. Like, having it at the beginning of the month of December, I think it's also great. So yeah, I think in terms of release, we are good. This is a good release date. I think it's kind of what I hoped for, and I'm kind of happy about it. This trailer also confirmed Iron Man and Phoenix as the playable characters. You know, we kind of had the leaks before, but now they're 100% real, so we know it's gonna be that. Now, this trailer is actually crazy, okay? Differently from all the other trailers that it had, where they basically, the name of the trailer was like this character, like Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer, and like She-Hulk and Rocket Raccoon. This time they didn't do that. They just kind of called it a release date trailer. And the reason why they did that, because they actually showed up a lot of things in the trailer. So I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of different things that are not just the release date and the characters. Actually, a lot more stuff. So the first thing we got actually is the confirmation of the color variation and different skins. Now, but the reason why this makes me happy so much is because differently from something like the TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which mostly does to kind of change some of the colors. In the Marvel like side of things, some characters, when you change their colors, they're like a different character. You can like completely change the character just by changing the colors, right? Like, for example, like in Spider-Man, you can do like a Miles Morales skin, which could just be different colors, but it could still look very much like Miles Morales. You could do like Ben Riley, Miguel O'Hara. You can do so much cool stuff like just by changing the colors. You don't have to go crazy. So I think that's gonna be easier for them to do, you know, just changing colors, but then still giving us those variations of the characters we love. I love seeing the Iron Spider in this trailer. I love the classic colors for Storm and obviously Wolverine. I'm so happy for that. You know, having the classic blue and yellow. That's awesome. And another thing that I thought was really cool was the new stages. So we got a bunch of fresh locations we haven't seen before. And a lot more just variation. Just feel like the levels are going to be a lot more varied than what we thought. And I feel like there's going to be like a different vibe for each level. So I think it's really cool. The fact that we have like Master Mold, which I will talk about it, just makes it for the fact that maybe we're going to have like a level with a bunch of Sentinels. Maybe like the final boss Master Mold. Then we're going to have like Sentinels here and there. So I think that's pretty cool. One of the cool things I really liked about this trailer that they did, and I didn't really expect that, is the way they showed the villains. So they had like this little like flashes of like villain like near the end of the trailer. So I thought it was really cool the way they did it. And they showed off pretty much a lot of the stuff that we kind of talked about in our video, where I talked about the actual stages and the villains we're gonna have. So it actually kind of felt like it made sense. Some of them not exactly. Like we had Sauron, I think, first, Taskmaster, MODOK, Galactus, and then Nihilus. And we know there's Thanos gonna be there. Now in the trailer we also saw Master Mold, which is awesome. I love the idea of having Master Mold in this. I wasn't expecting to actually show so much like in not only the trailer as well, but like just having like an X-Men themed boss. Now, one thing that's interesting, we also see a shot of Venom as the villain. At first, when I saw this trailer, I thought it's actually just Venom, you know, just a player playing Venom. But no, it seems the way the actual other players kind of fit into the screen and the way they kind of like stop, kind of like the same thing when walk into a boss room in all these games. So, and the fact that we know that we're gonna have some like evil versions of some of our heroes. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe, you know, same thing we kind of have with, we know that Phyla-Vell and Phoenix, I think, are going to be like little mini bosses. I really hope that they're actually going to be a mini boss and not going to be like the final boss of the level, because that's going to be a waste. I feel like if you're going to have a full cool area for a level, then the end boss is Phyla-Vell, just bad, or like Venom, just bad. I think it's kind of sucks, especially the fact that we're playing these characters. So like having them as a boss forms and like that's it, like only the same size, the same everything. I don't think it's gonna be cool. I like when the boss has like unique abilities and it looks different and he's super different from what we've seen. So I think I hope that's gonna be like that. So I hope like Venom, Phyla-Vell, and Phoenix and whoever is gonna be like possessed or evil versions, I hope they're gonna be like not the main villain, just gonna be like mid-level mini bosses. Also, something that I haven't seen anybody talk about, the Marvel Cosmic Invasion page on the Nintendo Switch store, and it actually says 30 bucks there, $30, which I think that is perfect. Absolutely amazing. Exactly what I hoped for. I know some people were kind of afraid for this game being like 40 bucks or like 50 bucks. I'm happy that it is 30. I think it's a good amount. Like that's like half of the price we get for all the games today, like Nintendo specifically. Obviously it's not a Nintendo game, but like Nintendo like games are like 70, $80. So the fact we have this game, you know, kind of like stuff like Silk Song, which is 20 bucks. The fact we have like this game with all of its content, all of its characters in 30, I think that's great. So yeah, man, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. This is everything I wanted. My hype just went above the roof. Like this is everything I wanted. I wanted to see just the last two characters. I wanted to see like the release. The release is like the most important thing. Now I have like an actual date. I know like how to schedule my time and like how to hype myself. That is so exciting. Yeah, man, I am super incredibly excited. I just hope this game is going to succeed and it's going to have DLC, because we're gonna make a video where we talk about DLC now. After all the characters we already know them, they've already been announced. We need to talk about DLC, so that's gonna be a different video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.